Welcome back to Restore Thrive. Dr. Tim here with Double D. We are here to talk about deadlifts today. Now, one of the common problems we're seeing in the communities that we are a part of is that a lot of people are complaining about not feeling connected to the bar, having issues when they get up to those higher weights as well. One of the patterns of dysfunction that we're seeing is people are not creating good, stable trunks, and they're using things like their shoulders and their neck and even their low back to create stability. So let's talk about the problem first. One of the things that we'll see commonly when people get in front of the bar and come down is that they don't have range of motion to get to the bar. They round their back to get to the bar and get their hands on the bar. Now in this position, when I'm rounded, obviously we know if we've got any sort of sense about how to deadlift the right way, you don't want to lift with a rounded back like this. So people who are tight will get here rounded and then pull themselves flat. And what they're doing is they're trying to create tension in the system or take the slack out of their body. But as you do this, when you straighten out, what you're doing is you're using the wrong muscles to get there. You're actually using your hip flexors to pull your spine here, which puts you in an overextended position. So what we want to talk about today is how do we organize your trunk? How do we organize your upper body, your neck, and your shoulders to get in this position? So I'm going to have Dennis coach me through this first because I'm a little bit taller athlete, and then I'm going to coach Dennis through this as well since he's a little bit shorter athlete. So Dennis, help me out.
Rock on. Tim, nice tall dead bug spine. Put your feet directly up underneath your hips, toes forward. What he's going to do, he's going to hang his arms out in front, tall dead bug spine. As he initiates the movement, I want him to hinge backwards into his posterior chain, let his arms hang down, and grab the bar. Knuckles forward. Good. Wrap your thumb around the bar. Once he's here, what I want him to do is take a big deep breath in. As he's blowing it out, I want him to spin his elbows so the crease of his elbow is pointing towards the front. What this is going to do, it's going to engage his lats all the way down to the very base and lock in everything from his thoracic through his lumbar spine. From here, he takes another big deep breath in. As he blows it out, all he's going to do is push the floor away and stand. Everything from the waist up is just there to hold onto that bar, and the tension created is going to maintain from off the floor to end range. From here, he's going to just keep that tension, drop the bar down his thighs, down his shins, and then back down to the floor. For his next rep, he'll breathe in, squeeze his lats, spin his elbows. As he's lifting up, he maintains that tension. Great head position, back down. At no point has Tim looked up into the mirror in front of him. Please look back down. What we see is when people go to initiate and they lift up, their hips are going to come up with it and they lose that tension in their lumbar spine. My turn.
All right. So for Dennis here, he's got a shorter distance to the bar. We're going to use the same cues though. Dead bug spine is our reference position for keeping you in a good posture and transmitting power effectively. So he's going to keep his feet under his hips. He's going to brace through his butt. He's going to pull his abs in. He's going to keep that chin slightly knotted down. He's going to initiate that bend forward by pushing his hips back again and getting to the bar. Once he gets to the bar, again, he's going to wrap his hands around the bar. He's going to have his thumb closed around the outside of his hand for a nice strong grip. And he's going to, again, try to bend the bar. We're not pulling the bar into the shins. We're trying to break the bar in half. That creates that lat engagement. From there, he's going to take a breath. He's going to push through his feet and come up. And he's got that same dead bug position that he started with at the top. He's going to come back down again like we talked about by sliding that bar down his thighs. He's going to reset. We're not going to touch and go. He's bending the bar again, coming up, and he's still got that good dead bug spine. Go ahead and come back down, Dennis. So one of the reasons that we're really big on shoulder position and neck position is because it creates the most stable and powerful position. One of the things that we do in a lot of the workshops that we teach is talk about how when you kink the nervous system, you short circuit your ability to produce power. So if I put Dennis in a position here where he's braced and he has his arm extended, I can come around and try to bend his elbow, and I can't bend it because he has got his spine organized. As soon as he tips his head up though, what he's done is he's put a kink in the nervous system. So if I come around again here, he has no strength in that position. That's a really uncomfortable position to be in with your neck extended. So again, if we're trying to optimize our ability to lift heavy weights, especially pulling off the floor and overcoming inertia, we've got to prioritize neck position, get those shoulders engaged, get those lats engaged, and keep your trunk in a very stable position. So give these things a try at home, guys. Let us know what you think. If you have more questions, drop them below in the comments or hit us up at restorethrive.com.